Hello folks, this is Connie Brauer from Falmouth, Nova Scotia. It is February 23rd, 2015. I am requesting a public inquiry into our charter rights. In Canada, there are no charter rights. I am requesting a public inquiry by the Attorney General, who is the Honorable Peter MacKay, to start a public inquiry into why Canadians, and especially us, my husband and I, Victor Harris, and I, Connie Brauer, cannot file a lawsuit against the country of Canada in federal court. It appears that the courts have overstepped their bounds and committed corruption of the highest degree by not processing a lawsuit against the government of Canada in the proper way, the proper process that they're supposed to do that. And the proper process is this. Plaintiff files a lawsuit. It goes to the federal court. The federal court contacts the plaintiff and accepts payment. And then the federal court issues a registration number. And then the federal court, fax it over to the Attorney General's office at the regional office of the Attorney General's office in Halifax, where we are. We're in Nova Scotia, so it will go to Halifax. That is the proper procedure. The federal government then responds to the claim. What they do instead is they dismiss the claim. They step out of their adjudicator role and dismiss the claim without it ever having gone to the federal government for them to respond to. This is a total violation of court procedure, and it is a total violation of the Charter of Rights of the Canadian people. We have the right to file a lawsuit against the government of Canada under section 24.1 of the Charter, which says, I'm going to read it here again to you because it seems nobody seems to understand this. And it's so simple. Enforcement, section 24.1. Anyone whose rights or freedoms as guaranteed by this charter have been infringed or denied may apply to a court of competent jurisdiction to obtain such remedy as the court considers appropriate and just in the circumstances. The Canadian government is violating our rights, millions of people's rights, and we have filed claims. We filed 6 lawsuits. 6. 2 were dismissed without going to the court, without being registered, and the other 4, poof, just flew into oblivion. Now, is that any way for a federal court to behave? If the federal court is so corrupt that it does not follow the proper process, civil rules of procedure, then the Canadian government has to step in and ensure that Canada and Canadians and us have access to a remedy for the violation of our Charter of Rights. If that remedy is not available, then we have no Charter of Rights, and this is a tyranny, dictatorship, and not a democratic process. I want Scott Bryson, our Member of Parliament, to push forward with this. I want Peter MacKay, the Justice Minister, to push forward with this. I want a public inquiry. I want immediate action taken today. You can reach me at 902-791-0958. 902-791-0958. Call me today.